agreement confirms Revelation chapter 12, where they did try to destroy Jesus. How they tried to do here, go in and kill all of the male children that was didn't the wives. He made a decree. Once they make a law, go in and make a law. He's giving you the characteristics. They think these at night on their bed, what Jesus said in this book here. And go back to here and read this. If I could find it. Uh, anyway, he said they work mischief at night and come back and practice it. In other words, even in Daniel, when they wrote a decree to Darius against Daniel, they taken and created a decree. You make this a law, and it cannot be altered. And once it cannot be altered, then you have to go through it. They was trying to find something against Daniel and his God. They worked this. This is the same thing they're working here today. Say, well, we cannot take and go there and take these people's crude oil. We cannot go ahead and exterminate them unless we find fault in their God. But the means and peoples over that day was maintaining some kept their status quo using the law of Moses, didn't give up the law of Moses like Saddam Hussein did. But if they get them people to democratize themselves according to that law, they will have to obey the status quo of that law, the code of conduct of that law. And even though it is forbid them to go and fight against their own peoples or go against the peoples that serve God, under the law of democracy, when you swear and take an oath to uphold that law and you abandon that, you're bound by that law. And when you go and fight against God's peoples, then you're bound by the curse that God promised Abraham that men would become if they curse the seed of Abraham. It's no such thing as Israel when it comes down to speaking concerning the law of Moses. Israel was the 12 tribes. One bear the name, but he didn't take away the integrity of the rest of the remaining of the family. This has been a lie and a delusion put forth men to deceive. Words of deception to make you think that God just only look upon the nation, the tribe they call Israel. But that is the biggest lie that ever was told. It's not so. When Jonah went there, he said, I'm a Hebrew. When Jacob went into enslavement of Egypt, and the king of that man, wife, was trying to sleep with him, she said that Hebrew, when Abraham's children's brother was captured, and you read, I believe, in Genesis chapter 15, 14 or 15, one of the two chapters, and you'll find that when Abraham went, somebody came and told Abraham about his nephew Lot. They came and spoke to Abraham, who was Hebrew. So when God gave the promise to Abraham, he didn't give it to no Israel, he gave it to the Hebrew. So we try to change the Bible prophecy and make it a lie by creating a name other than the name which was established from the foundation, which God placed both the blessing and the curse upon. It was never Israel. It was the Hebrew Abraham, Hebrew Isaac, Hebrew Jacob. Because he tells us in St. Matthew's chapter 13 that the devil came and planted him a seed in there. In other words, they came in here in Maghreb. It tells you right here in Maghreb that he came in and interbreeded with the daughters there and made him a part of the kingdom. So they cannot be Hebrews if they take it each one of them, wives of each one, mixing the sweet with the tare here in Maghreb. But he changed the law, that the law shouldn't be the law of Abraham, but the law of the Gentiles. And they desecrated the Bible here. You go to Maghreb and read this. Well, let's take us back here to the job that I had here. Jesus said that they came back. The CIA came back, which he called the devil, who made a covenant with Divinity. Who was the Chaldees? He came back with 7 other spirits. He found it was washed clean and garnished. And it came back with 7 spirits and made it more wicked than it was in the first. These are the 7 heads spoken of in Revelation. These are the 7 heads, which is symbolized by these 10 horns. The devil is the little horn, which is the CIA. Let me begin Daniel chapter 7, because there is an animosity when Satan came back. Isaiah chapter 7 tells us what part of when it spoke concerning Maccabees invasion. You have to go to the Bible and you read that for yourself before Jesus was born, which is confirming Maccabees. Daniel chapter 11 tells you what was going to happen. Even after the Gentiles came there, it was after the Roman Empire came there, it was the Roman Empire which slew Jesus, which crucified Jesus. Now, but this is second half of the, let me go back to Isaiah. Go back to Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 7. I want to put this in here and I'm going to put this in here. Okay. Isaiah chapter 7. It's a 2-stage prophecy. Chapter 10. Chapter 10, before Jesus was born. It reads, Moreover the Lord spoke again unto Isaiah, saying, Ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God. Ask it either in depths or in the heights above. But Ahazah said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord. And he said, Hear ye now, O house of David, is it a small thing for you to weary men, but will ye weary my God also? Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. But butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land which thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings. The kingdoms that's going to come, that means it's going to be a mighty invasion twice coming out of the Gentiles. This was the mindset. The Gentiles was going to invade the land of Abraham twice before Jesus was going to be born, which was Alexander the Great and the Roman Empire. Alexander the Great was coming through there to destroy that seed part, because they was trying to kill Jesus before he was born, because they had taken on a Lord and Marx, and they believed that the angels was their God. They believed they was great, they was heirs of the angels who came in, and they believed they was the true God. This is what they were. So God had to send Jesus here to change all this, to take away the cloak that they had to hide behind in their belief.